Ma'am, has anyone been helping you with this yard?
No, son. I've been doing what I can from inside.
From inside?
When was the last time you actually came down these steps?
I don't remember.
Then forget the yard. I'm getting you your front door back.
I stopped because of the grass, but within 5 minutes I realized the lawn wasn't the real problem. An elderly woman was standing behind the screen door watching me. Her name was Mrs. Dorothy. She was 82 years old, and she moved around the house with a walker after losing most of the strength in her left leg. I asked if anyone had been helping her with the yard. She shook her head and said she had been doing what she could from inside. At first, I didn't understand what she meant. Then I looked closely at the front steps. The grass had grown across the bottom step. Vines covered one side of the railing. The narrow concrete walkway from the porch to the sidewalk had almost completely disappeared. So I asked her the question that changed the whole day. When was the last time you actually came down these steps? Dorothy stared at the ground for a moment and said, I don't remember. She wasn't exaggerating. Almost 18 months earlier, she had suffered a stroke. She survived, but walking became difficult. After months of therapy, she could move around inside with her walker, but she was terrified of falling outside. Her daughter lived several states away and called every night. Groceries were delivered to the porch. Prescriptions were dropped at the door. Even her doctor appointments were mostly done by video. Little by little, Dorothy's world became the living room, kitchen, bedroom, and the view through her front window. Meanwhile, the yard kept growing. She said she used to sit on the porch every morning with coffee and wave to people walking their dogs. She knew which children rode their bikes to school. She knew when the mailman had a new haircut. She even knew which neighbor always pretended not to see her because he didn't want to get trapped in a 20-minute conversation. But after the stroke, she stopped going outside. Then the grass covered the walkway, and something changed in her mind. Once I couldn't see the path anymore, she told me. I started feeling like maybe I wasn't supposed to go out there. That sentence stayed with me, so I told her I wasn't just mowing the lawn. I was going to give her the path back. I started at the sidewalk and worked toward the house. I cut the grass low, edged both sides of the concrete, removed weeds growing through the cracks, trimmed the bushes away from the railing, and cleared every vine from the steps. The farther I went, the more of the old walkway appeared. Dorothy watched the entire time from behind the screen door. About halfway through, she started giving me instructions. There should be another piece of concrete near your left foot. She was right. Then she laughed and said, I told you I still know my house. By the time I reached the porch, the path was completely visible again. But Dorothy still wouldn't step outside. She stood there holding her walker and staring at the first step. I asked what she was afraid of. She said,